let's go, Brandon, ayy. Let's go, Brandon, ayy. Let's go, Brandon, ayy. Let's go, Brandon, ayy.
Well, our next guest is the artist behind that incredibly catchy and viral song. So please welcome veteran and hip-hop artist, Topher. Topher, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here, guys.
Oh, there he is. I love that shirt too, Topher. Hey, listen, so happy you're with us. I know that you were in the Air Force for 6 years, and again, bring us that very catchy song, as Alex pointed out. We would love to get your thoughts on Ye, aka Kanye West, rapper, designer, artist, debuting his new White Lives Matter shirt. Of course, I think we've got that picture. He's wore it alongside political commentator Candace Owens during his Yeezy show at Paris Fashion Week. No surprise, it's getting a lot of pushback from the left. What a lot of people aren't seeing is that actually on the other side of that shirt, Pope John Paul II. What's your take on the shirt and the backlash?
I just want to applaud Candace and Kanye for going out there and stirring up the internet. I think so often we don't express ourselves politically or to the extent without the fear of being faced with vitriol. And to me, that's what making him and her one of the greatest people I know personally. And I just want to say, White Lives Matter because they do. And if anybody watched the interview he did with Tucker Carlson, the reason why he wore that shirt was to emphasize that everyone that was wearing the Black Lives Matter shirt and saying Black Lives Matter or was posting the black squares did nothing to help the black community. And that's what he's trying to get across. It's like, yeah, they matter. That's obvious. But what are you doing to prove that? What are you doing to make sure that message gets out and to show that you truly care about it?
Yeah, and in fact, Kanye's exact quote, or excuse me, Ye's exact quote, since he changed his name, was the answer to why I wore the White Lives Matter on his shirt is because they do. He also had a text exchange with his father who said that he was essentially kind of trolling a little bit. His father saying that it was funny, and then Kanye saying that he was just essentially stating the obvious. So do you think that's really what it comes down to? I mean, of course, there has to be a promotional element to this, one would assume, with Kanye West, but do you think it's a little bit of both, a serious note, but also the fact that he's trying to just bring attention to this issue?
I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, I read today on the social media that he's going to release the shirts later on today for sale. Yeah. I know Candace Owens has the Black Lives Matter documentary coming out next week. And, if you can work in tandem to get everyone's attention so you can present them with the information, with objective information about a topic that they typically wouldn't pay attention to because they're so sensitive about it. And I think it's really great that they did this, and I have no issues with it.
Yeah, interesting, Topher. Speaking of releasing those T-shirts, if anyone sees them out there, there are also a lot of fakes being sold on eBay. They don't have the Pope on the other side, or Pope John Paul II. So look out there for fakes. Still waiting to find out if Ye, when he's going to release them, and if he is. But also, Kanye has gotten a lot of threats, even physical threats. And he just says, listen, I'm an artist. This is what I do. For example, founder and CEO of Fanbase, Isaac Hayes, tweeted out about that shirt saying Kanye West wore that White Lives Matter T-shirt in the safety, security, and distance of Paris, France. I bet you he won't wear that shirt in Atlanta, Detroit, Baltimore, Philly, Memphis, Houston, Compton, or Queens. I dare him to go stand in any hood in America with that shirt on. Just a few seconds left. Final word.
Doesn't that prove our point even more? He just listed very Democrat-controlled cities, and he himself said those places are dangerous because a majority of those people there are black people. Yep. And he just told Kanye or Ye to go to those places. And now I'm sitting back like, y'all don't see the racism in this? Mm-hmm. He just stereotyped a whole slew of black people, but instead y'all gonna fight Kanye, who's fighting against these stereotypes and trying to break up that status quo. I just say it like this. When it comes to Black Lives Matter, Tamir Rice's mom, even Breonna Taylor's mom, Miss Tamika Palmer, said herself, she says, BLM Louisville never reached out to them, spoke to her, and she believes it's a fraud. So you got everyone who sees that they're using their children's faces for this monetary value. They know that it's a fraud, but yet people still want you to believe that the movement has some weight to it, but it's all false.
Yeah, and I think just having this conversation has value within itself. So I think Kanye bringing attention to it does have value right there. But Topher, as always, thank you very much for joining us.
you.